If you've been thinking of buying a new MacBook, and I mean any MacBook, from the 12-inch Retina to the 13-inch Air, or either of the MacBook Pro models, you should probably stop and wait just a couple more months. There are a few reasons why I think we should be expecting some new MacBooks very soon. Here's why. At Apple's October event in 2016, Apple released their brand new 2016 MacBook Pro, and at their 2018 October event, they revealed the new MacBook Air, the new Mac Mini, and the 2018 iPad Pro. And there's something that both of these events had in common. Many of Apple's products contain encryption tools, and in order to sell these products in certain Eurasian countries, Apple is required to file each product number with the Eurasian Economic Commission before they can legally sell any of them. So in 2016, just 3 days before Apple revealed the new MacBook Pro, Apple filed 3 new model numbers with the EEC for portable personal computers, which basically means MacBooks. And in 2018, Apple filed model numbers with the EEC twice, once in July and once just 6 days before their October event. And sure enough, we saw new Macs in the iPad Pro. And now in 2019, just 2 weeks ago, Apple has registered 6 new model numbers with the EEC, described once again as portable personal computers. And when this happens, it usually means we should be expecting those products to be released within a few months. So for this reason, you probably shouldn't be buying a MacBook right now. It's been 2 years since Apple refreshed their 12-inch Retina MacBook, and it's by far the most underwhelming MacBook out of their lineup. The 2018 MacBook Air is newer, costs $100 less, and offers so much more value, so we wouldn't recommend anyone to buy the 12-inch MacBook. For these reasons, we expect Apple to refresh the 12-inch MacBook with either a spec bump or maybe even a redesign. There's also a slight chance that we could see it move from an Intel processor to a custom ARM mobile chip, similar to Apple's A-line of iPhone and iPad chips. Back in May, Apple hired Mike Filippo, the lead CPU and system architect of ARM, for 10 years, who also worked at both AMD and Intel. So this shows that Apple is going full force towards cutting Intel and using their own chips on their Macs. However, we most likely won't see this happen until next year. Until then, Intel has recently released some awesome new low-end laptop processors, so there's a good chance we'll see a spec bump on the MacBook Air coming this year. Now here's where it gets interesting. Apple hasn't updated the base $1,300 MacBook Pro in over 2 years, while just a few weeks ago, they've updated the higher-end Touch Bar models for 2019. So this makes us think, is Apple really going to keep the lower-end 2017 model for another year? Or do they have something special planned for this year's October event? We're really not sure, but it'd be awesome if they did. Last year, Apple did something that nobody was expecting. Just 3.5 months after they updated the MacBook Pros, they announced new Vega graphics options for the 15-inch MacBook Pro. And this year's 2019 MacBook Pro refresh can now come with a very powerful 8-core processor. And after a lot of testing, we realized that the bottleneck is now the Vega 20 graphics, which hasn't been updated since last year. So what if Apple is planning to bring a new graphics option to the 15-inch MacBook Pro at their October event, just like last year? Well, developer Steve Moser discovered a list of 8 unreleased AMD Radeon GPUs that he found in the second beta of macOS Catalina, which will be going live in September. Most of them are labeled RX Vega 20 graphics, but those could be intentionally misnamed so as to not give away the actual graphics name. There's a chance that these could be tied to the new Mac Pro, the 15-inch MacBook Pro, or maybe even the rumored 16-inch MacBook Pro that everyone's been talking about recently. And AMD has recently launched their RX 5700 series Navi 7nm GPUs. So there's a chance that one or more of these recently discovered GPUs could be a 5700 series chip. And if so, Apple could easily update the 15-inch MacBook Pro with these new chips later this year. And for the 16-inch MacBook Pro, this GPU discovery hints at a chance that it'll actually be announced this year, but it might not happen, so you shouldn't get your hopes up. So for all those reasons, we definitely don't recommend buying a new MacBook right now, especially if you're looking at a lower-end 12-inch MacBook or 13-inch MacBook Air, which are most likely to be updated this year. So if you can wait another 4 months until Apple's October event, I would definitely recommend doing so. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to tap that like button, click the circle above to subscribe, and check out one of those 2 videos right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.